Yo, what's going on? Mike from Mike Talk Sports. Let me tell you guys why 2023 is a make or break year for Isaiah Simmons and the Cardinals. So Isaiah Simmons was the 8th pick in the 2020 NFL draft, and at the time, it was pretty consensus when the Cardinals made this selection. Damn, how did Isaiah Simmons fall this far? What a steal for the Arizona Cardinals. Flash forward to 2023, and it is unsure if Isaiah Simmons is even going to get a second contract in Arizona. Where did things fall apart for Isaiah Simmons in this relationship with the Arizona Cardinals? In 2020, the Cardinals really had some key veterans at the linebacker position, such as Jordan Hicks, so Isaiah really struggled to get onto the field. His first game really sums up the ups and downs of his career, because in his first career game against the 49ers, he had a really bad game. First play of the game, he basically got burnt for a big-time touchdown on his first defensive possession of his entire career. And later in that game as well, George Kittle scored a pretty embarrassing touchdown on Isaiah Simmons. So he got benched after that game. After that, he really struggled to get onto the field. He ended up with 54 tackles, 1 forced fumble, and 1 interception, and only 7 starts on the entire season, even though he was basically healthy throughout the entire year. Flash forward to 2021, this was actually a really good year for Isaiah Simmons. He started to really flash that potential that he really showed at Clemson, being that positionless player, being able to play middle linebacker, free safety, strong safety, hell, even slot cornerback sometimes for the Arizona Cardinals. This was really put on display. Again, in the 2021 season, he had 105 tackles, 4 forced fumbles, 1 interception, in 17 starts. He started every single game and played a significant amount of snaps for the Arizona Cardinals. I think of moments like that Packers game where he covered Aaron Jones pretty well that entire game, just flashing that potential of being a linebacker who's damn near the fastest player on the field. What a deadly weapon Isaiah Simmons can be. But this is where it kind of goes wrong with the Arizona Cardinals. Cliff Kingsbury, and more specifically, the defensive coordinator at the time, Vance Joseph, kind of failed Isaiah, because going into the 2022 season last year, Isaiah Simmons really had spotty playing time, even though he was clearly the best linebacker for our team possible. Does he have mental lapses sometimes? Yes, absolutely. And that's really been what has plagued him throughout his career, is just being out of position at Clemson. He really did utilize his skill set, his speed, his size, and athleticism to really rally to the football and be such a great player, not only in the secondary, covering good receivers, good tight ends, but also stopping the run in the run game. That's really the main reason why the Arizona Cardinals got Isaiah Simmons. We have teams in our division like the 49ers, like the Rams, like the Seahawks, specifically the Seahawks and the 49ers really have their style of gameplay off of running the football. So we really needed a run-stopping linebacker. And Isaiah Simmons, again, he's just out of position sometimes. Everything from a physical talent perspective is not lacking with Isaiah Simmons. Again, it's not even the work ethic. It's just the mental part of the game. But you could tell Isaiah Simmons, he's been mic'd up multiple times throughout his career. You could tell he's hungry. He's a very good football player when he's playing on, and when he's off, he does seem to get in his head a little bit. And this is where it kind of spiraled, because you have an organization that drafted you with the 8th pick in the draft, and you end up getting benched mid-season by that organization. And I do really think that took a toll on his confidence. So again, it's going to be very interesting to see what happens to Isaiah Simmons during this season. He's not only going to have to play well to stay on this team, but also the Arizona Cardinals in this new defensive regime with Jonathan Gannon. We now go from a very offensive-minded head coach to a very defensive-minded head coach. So again, it is now or never for Isaiah Simmons and this Jonathan Gannon, Vic Fangio cover 4 scheme that really is going to ask Isaiah Simmons to be more in coverage compared to stopping the run, and specifically be in zone coverages. So his football IQ and knowledge of the defense is going to be at an all-time high this season. Let's see if he can execute this new scheme. Can't wait to watch Isaiah Simmons in an Arizona Cardinals uniform in 2023.